today we are gonna do something very special. We're gonna give you a dance class and explain how to switch feet on the wing foil, which kind of feels like dancing. Let's do it.
Let's do it. Thank you guys so much for tuning back. We got an exciting one for you today. It's one of the hardest things, but one of the most important ones, and that's switching your feet, whether it's from toe side to heel side, and how to do that. What are the key tips? Today, we're gonna give you some insight on the beach, then we're gonna take you out on the water, and we're gonna take you on board to make sure that you can see every view possible to hopefully make your switching of your feet easier for you in your wing foiling. So, first things first, you need wind.
That would be good. You can switch feet on no wind days on the beach. That would be
dance classes.
That would be more of the dance class. But basically, okay, when would you switch feet? You know, you are riding heel side, you turn, you do a jibe or you do a tack, and now you find yourself riding toe side. That is when you would switch feet. Then another situation when you would switch feet is you are riding heel side, but not your good side. So let's say I'm regular, I'm riding heel side, but goofy. Before I do any turn, I'm gonna switch my feet, find myself toe side, but in my right stance, regular, and then I'm gonna do a tack or I'm gonna do a jibe. So switching feet is something that's definitely tricky because you are up on the foil, and as we know, when you ride the foil, any tiny movement is gonna have a pretty big impact, which means when you are gonna switch feet, you wanna disrupt that balance as little as possible. It requires speed, so you wanna do the movement quick, efficiently. So you're gonna go from this position to this position. You don't wanna be doing like 7 steps to get there because all of that is gonna be tricky.
7 wipeouts.
To keep the board like straight. So you wanna be efficient. Think about, okay, my back foot is gonna go forward, my forward foot is gonna go back. You wanna do as little step as possible. And then, like when we see like Harry riding, what I love about when Harry rides, he has a very like narrow stance, which helps. It means his back foot is closer to his front foot, so when he's gonna switch, it's a bit closer. You can get ready, even if you have a bigger stance, as you are getting ready to switch feet, you can get your back foot a bit closer, and you can also just slightly offset if you are not already. Offset that way, it's less of a travel to get there. The other thing that helps is kind of like lifting the board and do some sort of like a hop. Like, you want to explain that point?
Yeah, I would say, Gwen nailed these points, but I would say 2 things you can really work on that'll help big time is when you're just riding along, take your feet and just shimmy them around. And what that's gonna do is when you're riding along, you're gonna be able to, like Gwen said, is to offset your feet. So you may actually almost shimmy your feet to where I'm riding along, but I'm almost working my way around without even switching yet. But what you'll notice, and the only reason I say play with your feet in little movements on your board is, and don't think of like lifting and putting it down. Think of taking your toe heel and you toe heel your foot across so that you don't necessarily lift off the board. It's more of like a shimmy on the board, and that's gonna make your movements less abrupt, because if I just lift the leg, all the weight's on the front, game over, vice versa on the back. So just little shimmies. One, it's gonna learn, you're gonna know if this front foot passes this mark on the board, nose is going down. If this back foot is too far back, and nose is going up if I release pressure on the front. So it's a really good thing to kind of, when you're riding along, kind of adjust that feet and just kind of shimmy them around, because like Gwen said, when you're riding along, you can actually start to shimmy in the direction you're gonna switch your feet. And now going to the point that Gwen just said, when you make this switch, a helpful thing is if there's a little piece of chop, if there's a little wave, if there's anything that's just a little ridge, and it's gonna be maybe 4 feet in front of your tacking line, and what you're gonna do is you're gonna be riding along, and I'm gonna edge more into that. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna edge into it, have that foil lift up higher, so even if my board's near the water and I kind of come up higher, what that does is my momentum's going up, I can pull more on my wing, which creates lift up, try to put the wing more over your head, pull more in on that wing, so that when I get a little bit more lift up off the board is when I can quick make that switch, which should make that really fast, be stable to go into your turn or to keep riding in that direction.
Yeah, for sure. Find any piece of chop, will do it. I mean, it can be a tiny chop. The reality is you could even do it yourself. I mean, you know, you have the foil, so like that, it's a small hop. But with a chop, it's just going to be a bit easier. It's going to help you to
commit. You can do it flat water, yeah.
You know, you have a goal, you see the chop, that's when I'm going to do it. I just hop, and then that split second where you are going up, that's when you are like pretty much weightless, front foot. Then the order for me, what I always do is front foot goes forward and then back foot goes back. I don't do the other way where like, you know, back foot goes back, you know, front foot goes back. I always do. So at some point there's a split second where both of my feet are on the front pretty much.
But that's usually when you're kind of trying to hang on that wing to get a little bit of lift.
Exactly, yeah. You want to relieve your weight as much as possible. That's why you hop. That hop is like when you are pretty much weightless. You are pulling on the wing, so it's helping, and then both feet are like forward for a split second, and then
it's almost like a pre-jump. I know it sounds crazy, but it's almost like you're almost like gonna ramp into a jump because that motion going up is gonna create that little bit of lightness to quick switch my feet. Look, it's a hard thing, and I would say commit to it. Try to make it as fast as you can. The faster you can make those movements, the more helpful it's gonna be for you 100%. Should we go check out the water? And
let's get on the water and show you guys real time on board how to switch feet.
So switch feet, since I have foot straps, we're gonna show you how I switch feet. So don't be afraid. I can make this toe side turn and I can switch my feet to heel side, which I'm actually gonna go to out of the foot strap. So I'm gonna make the turn. I get nice and tension. I'm actually gonna come off foil and I'm gonna step, and I did that quick, and now I'm looking for wind to get back going. But don't be afraid to come off foil and switch your feet. It's not gonna hurt anything. It's just gonna make you a little bit more comfortable when you switch your feet. Now I have a really small board, so there's not a lot of volume right now. Okay, so here I am right now riding. When I wanna switch my feet to toe side, because this is my switch, when I'm riding along, what I'm looking for is, if I go really slow, I have to make it really fast. But what I wanna do is take a look down as I walk. Let me get my speed up here. I shimmy my feet. I can actually shimmy and move. I'm not lifting up and dropping, because if I do, look at how much this board changes when I do that. The nose just drops, right? So I want to shimmy my feet by just minutely twisting them or maneuvering them. I can even go behind this foot strap. I can go in front of this foot strap, but I'm not lifting the leg. I'm just maneuvering my feet. So when I go for the switch, what I'm looking to do is I'm looking to bring the foil low, the board low to the water, bring the board up, and I'm gonna pull in harder with my back hand, and I kind of crack off a little bit downwind. So I'm not going straight downwind, I'm just a little, because now I'm balanced. I can pull in, start my heel side turn, and now I'm riding the other way, and I just switch my feet. So let's do that again.
All right, so I'm jibing. I'm gonna find myself toe side. I don't want to ride toe side forever, so I'm gonna look for a bump. I could even shim my feet, like we said. I get them a bit, you know, side to side. So now it's gonna be a very small, I find a boom, that's it. 2 moves, 2 movements with my feet. Not 3, not 4, but I can prep it. So I prep it, I move my feet a bit, boom, I get them a bit closer, side to side. And now I have a small bump, clack, that's it. And I can adjust them. I'm gonna jibe.
Let's get going over here. We're gonna do it again. I went a little far out. Man, this sport is so epic. I'm telling you people, it's one of the coolest sports ever. Oh my gosh. Sorry, this is midway through. Gwen's gonna hate me, but it's like perfect for just jumping. Oh my gosh. I had to do it. Sorry, peeps. Gwen, I apologize. I just had to do it. It's perfection. I did not get our mic wet. I hope.
Something that can happen when you switch feet and you know, you fall and you scratch your sunglasses.
Yeah.
That could be the worst that could happen. But
there's a solution.
There's a solution to that. And it's Tajima Direct. Thank you, Tajima Direct, for sponsoring this video. if you scratch your sunglasses, don't throw them away. Go to tajimadirect.com and then you can replace any lenses. If they don't have your sunglasses on file, they can cut lenses to your sunglasses, prescription lenses, anything you want, any color, and you are back and you don't need to buy new sunglasses.
The quality is top notch, no joke. You gotta try it. I didn't even know it existed. I will never change from here on out, I can tell you that. Why change these when all you have to change is those, because that's the only thing that you see.
Deliver straight to your door and
Done.
you're ready to get back and keep practicing switching fit.
jibedirect.com. Check it out. Take a look at the link in the description. There's probably some codes or something in there, I don't know. But fire away, you'll love it. You'll never look back.
So hopefully that was helpful for you guys. You know, mastering switching fit is not an easy task, but you can do it. You just gotta spend some time. Keep trying. You are gonna fall. We still fall sometimes, like switching fit. You know, it's never like, it will never be perfect.
You see all the cuts? Yeah, that's like we wiped out 50 times just to get this one for you guys in this video. Okay, so just know, like, we don't just, truthfully, we struggle all the time. We want to be with you and just let you know that this is the only shot we've ever made where we made it. No, look, it's hard. This sport's hard, but it's super fun, and the people that are in it, you guys sharing it with your friends and family and all the people out there, this is what's making this sport so awesome and so wonderful to be a part of. And look, we're paving a way to hopefully open up more doors, more areas to do this. And obviously, mentally and physically, it's a great thing for people, and it's a great stress reliever, and it helps a lot of people out there. So
yeah, go out there, do something you love, and then share whatever you love with people. You know, don't keep it just for yourself. Spread the stock, because in the end, you know, if you do what you love and people do what they love, and you get to share that, you know, just sharing that experience makes it even better. So that's why we do it, and the wing foiling community is amazing. We really see that in that community, and so we appreciate you guys for all of the comments that you drop, you know, sharing what you think, sharing your tips that sometimes we don't think about. So that's amazing. Thank you so much for commenting.
yeah, you guys really make this, and everybody leaving their messages really does help. And on that note, tune in. We got a really exciting one next week. Hopefully you're enjoying this onboard series that we're trying to just show you everything we can possibly show you to help better your wing foiling. And make sure to like and subscribe and be a part of this. We're launching videos multiple times a week. So just enjoy the ride. We love you guys. We really appreciate you. And until next time.